It's week 3 of the National Football League. And
it's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the first after a gain of about 9. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 15 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight end.
And now off to the races down the right side. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Raiders defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarter.
Touchdown Broncos! Javonte Williams with career touchdown number 70. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. In motion left is Davis. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Raiders at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Down to about the 45. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 39. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They go with Jacobs, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, get set.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Throwing Jones as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The first catch for Judy, good for a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now Jones. His throw incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. A quick pass here to Godwin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy Great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
2nd and 5. Open man is Higgins. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Completes it to Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Short throw caught by Dulcich. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jones throwing on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3rd down and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll roll him out right. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
8-yard pickup. First down, Raiders.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Raiders.
Now they'll audible to something else. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing, Jones. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Now Jones. Short throw caught by Dulcich. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 5. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Looking to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. With another return now, here's Westbrook. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line. So good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They run it again with Williams. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Great time.
On the counter, here's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The busy night continues for Williams. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown.